Hey, what's up, fellas? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here. Just finished a fall ball game. Wanted to answer some of your questions. Again, sorry about the guy going to town on his leaf blower behind me. I'm going to try to drown him out a little bit for you guys. But wanted to make the video. Got a couple minutes here before I head out. Today's question is, why did I choose Wake Forest? And what were the things? What were the highlights or the things that really swayed my decision to choose them over the other schools that I chose? Just to give you kind of background information, I ended up choosing Wake Forest over, a bunch of different schools, but the schools that it really came down to for me, the last two were Wake Forest and UNC Chapel Hill. Those were the two that kind of were the two finalists. Also in the decision probably earlier was Georgia Tech, UVA, Michigan, Notre Dame, and what else? I think those were pretty much the last probably 5 or 6 that it was really down to. And then I got down to the last 2, and then it became really, really difficult for me. And here are the things that went into my decision process. The number one thing when I first started to look into college baseball or look into schools where I wanted to play, the first thing was I wanted to go to the best combination of athletics and academics. So I wanted to go to the absolute best baseball school that I could possibly go to, while also getting a top education in the country. And if you look at most of the schools, a lot of the finalists that I was kind of down to, Wake Forest, really good academic school, good baseball. UNC, really good academic school, good baseball. UVA, same thing. Michigan, Notre Dame, same thing. Georgia Tech, same thing, although I wasn't going to be an engineer. So that was most important for me. I had a goal when I was looking into college baseball, looking to play there. My goal was to play Major League Baseball. So athletically, I wanted to go to a place that was going to push me to play against the best players in the country, to play with the best players in the country, to have a great coaching staff, to have a school that had developed players and moved them on to professional baseball and Major League Baseball. And all those schools ultimately did that. They're all in good conferences. They're all going to play great competition every week. I'm going to be playing with some of the best players in the country that are going to push me every day in practice to get better. And so those were all really, really important things for me. Academically, I tell kids all the time, making a college decision is not a 4-year decision, it's a 40-year decision. So, baseball is going to end for all of us. For me, it ended when I was almost 30 years old. I got another, hopefully 70 years of my life after that. Okay, so yes, athletically, I want to go to a school that's going to give me a chance to move on and play baseball at a high level. But more important than that, academically, I need to set myself up for the rest of my life, for the 40 years after I get out of college, and hopefully more. And so you've got to choose a school that you feel is going to prepare you, that's going to give you the type of training and schooling that is going to, depending on what you want to do in life, you want to go into business, you want to be an engineer, whatever. You need to go to a school that's going to push you academically to make you, prepared to handle the next 40 years of your life. And a lot of your life is going to be non-baseball. Like, I hope everyone goes on and plays in the major leagues for 15 years. But even if you do, you're probably going to be done at 35. And then what are you going to do for the rest of your life? So I think that's a really, really important part of it, is not forgetting the academics. It's you're a student athlete. And so that's really, really important when it comes to the decision-making process. It should be, I think, for most kids. After that, you're looking socially, okay? And so, campus-wise, I really felt comfortable on a smaller campus. I got on Wake Forest campus. I loved it. 4,000 kids when I went there versus UNC Chapel Hill, which was much bigger. I just knew when I got on campus, I felt more comfortable on a smaller campus with less students, smaller classes. A lot of my classes were 12, 15 kids versus some schools are going to have a lecture hall of a couple hundred. And so that's a huge part of it. Part of the country. I wanted to go down south. I wanted to play in warm weather. I wanted to be able to practice year round. Do you want to go to school in the city? Do you want to go to school in the mountains? Do you want to go to school in the suburbs? Do you want to, go to school in the middle of nowhere? For me, Winston-Salem is, a pretty decent sized city, but the school doesn't really feel like you're in a big city. So if you want to, if you want the city feel, you can go to the city, but you also are kind of kind of not in the city at the same time. And so some kids like to be right downtown, right in the action. Some kids don't like to be that. So all those things, you know, you get a feel for it once you get on campus. And you really gotta, I tell all the guys, people ask me, I'm not really sure what I want to do. You go visit the schools. When I got on campus at Wake, I just knew, like, it was just weird. I just stepped on campus, like, this is where I feel comfortable. This is where I want to come to school. Socially, it just feels right. And there were schools I got on, I just didn't. I got on, I literally said that I don't like it. Like, I don't feel good here. It doesn't feel comfortable to me. And so go visit schools and step on campuses. So again, those are really the three main things that you're looking at. The other thing, I don't know if I hit on, I think I did, on coaching staff. You know, you also have to be sure, though, because you have to be careful, because a lot of coaches move around in college. So don't fall in love with it. Oh, I love this assistant coach, I'm going there because of him, and then he leaves, because coaches bounce all over the place. So it's part of the process. I really like the coaching staff, but my coaching staff left after the freshman year. I got a whole new coaching staff, never got to choose them. So, you know, if I chose school just on coaching staff, I would have been unhappy, because I got a brand new one. You got to, for me, the other things are probably a little bit more important. So hopefully that kind of gives you a little bit of insight into my decision-making process and what I was thinking about. And hopefully if you're, you know, looking into colleges and you're in high school right now, you can use some of this info to kind of help you out along your journey. So let me know if you have any more questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Give us a thumbs up. Now I got a leaf blower guy right over here. I got one over here. I got one behind me over here. So that's why I've made my way to center field there. Give us a thumbs up, share with all your friends, all that good stuff. Check out our Instagram, Antonelli Baseball, Twitter feed, Matt829. We're posting videos all the time for you guys. And that's all I got. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate it. Good luck to you, and we'll talk to you later.